Hey Cancer, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading from November 22nd, 2022. This is for Cancer, last shuffle for Cancer. This is for Cancer. Here we go. Here we go. Well, we have fragmented energy and we have loss. Well, I tell you what, whatever it was, that you may, all right, you may lose something or something may escape your grasp, and it may throw you off, and you're just like, now what do I do? Now I have to go here and there. Like if you miss a certain opportunity or something, now I got to go there and I got to go over here and I got to go grab that. And now I can't figure it out, what to do, figure out what to do. Or it may be that you are finally coming out of a confusion. Like everything now is coming together. Okay. So either or. Okay. So we have Knight of Swords and the Fool. Well, well. You know what I will say to this? Five of Pentacles is something you want to lose. You may have not. You may have been struggling financially for some time, and then you're losing that. Like, you know what I mean? Who doesn't want to lose poverty? I want to lose it yesterday. Like, you know what I mean? It looks like you could be losing poverty or losing something that has you in need. Like you lost something that you really needed as well. And so, okay, well, okay, so we have Knight of Swords, the Fool, Nine of Cups, and Six of Pentacles. And so this fragment of energy would say that um, you you may be speaking against what you actually want. You may be you have to be very careful here. Okay, you have wish fulfillment in front of you. You don't want to do too much. Like when it comes to wishes, it's like you need to be very, I would say this, don't be impulsive with speaking today, because you could manifest the worst crap, or you could, it's like if you're going to talk about anything, talk about how you want things to balance out for you. Talk about how you want to be carefree and you want things, within reason. You want to be able to jump and act on something without any delays. You make sure you say what you want. You need to really talk about what you want, not what you don't want. Don't talk about that. You'll tell somebody that, right? Oh, talk about what you want. They're like, well, I know, I want something to not be this way, and it's like you're just telling spirit that's what you want. I want something to not be a disaster. Spirit hears disaster. That's what Cancer wants. They want disaster. Okay, disaster, go do your thing. It's showtime, kind of thing. Be very careful about what you say. Loss here with Five of Pentacles and the Magician. And the loss would be either um, you've finally shed your inhibitions. So this could be the shedding of inhibitions where you're making positive change for yourself. Like you are finally at a place where you're like, okay, I'm just going to say what I want. You may have been very timid. You may have held back. You may have shut people out. You may have been struggling with feeling like you could bring anything together, and now you don't. So there's something about that here. But even in that newfound confidence, they want you to use that in a very powerful way, about like basically speaking what you want into existence. Cancer. So you have hidden motivations with King of Cups and the Devil. If you don't feel this way now, you may feel it later. It's like you may be disappointed that you hit a lot, because I will say this. I feel like there's an energy of a Cancer that feels disappointed that they weren't coming out and bold. And the Devil would say to me that you may feel stuck. There's an energy of sadness about it, right? Um, Golly, this just looks like you may have felt very sad. It's like there's a sadness about, how come I never said this before? How come I never came out and said? How come I never came out and did? Um, and I would say this too. I'm just getting this strange impression. I apologize for being very quiet right now. It's just they're showing me how this is how demons work. This is how devils work. They work in silence. They work in your silence. So if you are not sharing what you want, or you're not saying anything, and then you end up regretting and resenting things, and then the seed grows. So they work better in silence, and it's almost like you may still have that habit of not coming out with everything you feel, or really believing that you deserve good things. So they're saying, like there's a part that of all of us that does feel like they deserve it, which is why we get angry, which is why we get resentful if we do, right? Because we know we deserve better, but we're angry at ourselves, and we're angry at everything. Why is it that this is happening to me? Why do I keep putting up with it? Why does it keep coming towards me? Why is it in my space? Why does it even exist? And so there's an energy of your silence is allowing this demon or the devil energy to grow. So they are saying that with the hidden motivations, you're hiding how you really feel about something. That is the precursor to this possession energy, this feeling of being obsessed with your disappointments, your regrets, right? There's something about that their spirit may want you to know. There may be some cancers out there, and it's hidden. It's not something they're outside on Front Street. Like, I just feel bad because I never tell people how I really feel. That's not something most people talk about. The devil is always hidden in the details. He's in the shadows. So it's the things that you hide, that your feelings that you hide, where he grows. Okay. You have playing it safe, Knight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. The playing it safe, they're telling you need to work on saying what you need to say. Of course, John Mayer songs coming in my head. Say what you need to say. Lots of it. It's loud. So they're saying that it's best for you to just say what you feel. Work on this energy, because whatever it is, and that's why they want you to be careful. But you need to say what it is you need to say. But you also need to be careful not to speak into existence things you don't want to see, right? Because it's almost like this is a make or break moment for you. Like if you start saying things like, how we all you get upset, you get emotional, and you say things that you don't mean. And that becomes what people remember you by. It's very important. They're talking about, think about, do you want to be remembered for whatever it is that you've been saying? The message that you send, it's not what goes into the mouth that makes you a righteous person or a good person or any kind of anything. It's what comes out of it that really does that for you, right? So they're talking about that here. And they're talking to you about this. To be very careful, because you may be resentful in some way or upset that you held a lot in. And now because of that, there's some consequences or something to that. Where you may feel scattered all over the place, right? Because you're giving more than you're getting. And so because you're not saying what you want, you're just going, okay, well, yeah. Well, and holding back. Sure, yeah, we could do that, sure. Or something like that. You may be a yes man or yes girl. Yes man or yes woman, rather, right? So they're talking about speaking out. Because what do you want to be known as this person forever? Is that what everybody like? You may not even like turkey, but because everyone else does, you got it. And so now they're like, oh, every time we see cancer, I don't know, something. I know that's very mundane and completely like, what kind of example is that? But it's just something about what you're known for. Whatever your words, it's almost like your words aren't necessarily set in stone. But it's like your words will hold a lot more weight today than usual. So be very cautious. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Capricorn, a Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. You could be dealing with any of these signs. Doesn't have to be, right? But that's what we've got. All right, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.